Hello and welcome back to Taking Back Saturday, a Happy Buyers Club podcast where we break down the real estate market each and every Friday to help home buyers build confidence, follow a process and hopefully buy really happy. I'm your host, Chayse Jones, and to celebrate his 20 years in real estate, I'm joined by Dean Hamilton from LJ Hooker Stafford. Welcome to the pod, my friend.
Thank you. 20 years.
What was Dean like 20 years ago when he first started in real estate?
I probably wouldn't have listed with me.
Tell me more. What were you doing before real estate?
What was I doing? I had a job in a bottle shop. Do you want me to start from the start?
Not when you were born, please. Can we flash forward to your adult life?
Check out Woolworths when I was 14. Then I went to IGA across the road, changed colours, and then bottle shop. A friend of mine left a bottle shop. I went to the bottle shop, and then I went to the mines.
Nice.
And then I did not like the mines. It wasn't for me socially. It's tough, long night shifts. Ugh. Missed a flight going out to Rocky, it would have been Rocky or Mackay, and sat next to a bloke who worked for LJ Hooker, and he was leaving. And that's it. That's the story.
And here we are.
Seriously. I missed a flight, and then I had to get another flight, which cost me a fortune. Same Arvo, and sat next to John Gorman, who was leaving our office. He'd done a few years. Lives in Kedron. I still see him, and something happened, and he was going back to his family business, Gorman Removals, and I was like, oh. Wow. Maybe I'll be a real estate agent.
Anything could be better than what I'm doing.
Dude, 12-hour night shifts. I don't know. I don't know how nurses do it. It's tough. But that was it, yeah. And got a phone number, called Richard, followed him up, had a very loose job interview, didn't give him a resume, took notes on a napkin, and then I rang my mum and I'm like, I'm quitting. And I had a house. So I bought a house at this point, and I was like, I've got enough to make, 12 months, 14 months of repayments.
But I'm going to give this a crack.
And I had zero plan B. And I quit and I started, and that was it.
Amazing. What have you learnt along the way?
Lots not what to do, lots what to do, the right things. But yeah, early on, I think being just the inexperience there's just a lot to learn. Just negotiating, dealing with buyer's agents, just everything new. Just things that you only know what you know, and then experience. So I don't know if I probably would not have listed with me in my early years, because there's so much more to reading people and just in and out of things every day, houses, sales, that you just pick up little tells. So
is that your point of difference now, 20 years later? It's you've got the experience there, you've been in enough.
If I know and I've got time for everyone, you'll always go against younger guys, but I lean on experience.
Yeah.
Definitely. Contact list, just ability to get over issues that some people can't. I think communication's really, really underrated in real estate. It's so important to talk to your sellers, your buyers every day.
And is that what you reiterate when you're sitting there at a listing prezzo or someone contacts you and it's like, hey...
I'm a texting fiend. I'll probably do 10, 20,000 texts a month. I'll text my sellers daily, all the time. Group chats, just non-stop. Little things.
But I can attest to that. It's good because, for us, if we're, talking about a potential property or we're negotiating, at least I could never say that I can't get a hold of you or there's not a line of communication there where we're
not everyone can make phone calls, but just little things. Hey, my seller, how'd you go with Chayse on Monday? I texted him this morning. He's still working on it. They're looking at another house. They're going to circle back to me. We're in the top 3. They'll let me know Saturday morning. It doesn't need to be a sale, but just... Little, thanks, Dean. Appreciate it.
You'd be surprised, regardless of industry, but how, even if there's nothing to say, there's still a message to be sent.
Yeah. We're all good. Hey, we changed the front photo on a house. Inquiry jumped, immediately. We got 10 emails over the weekend. Should have changed it sooner. Just anything. As
opposed to sitting there staring at their phone, because it's all they're thinking about. They're selling their house. It's a pretty shit time. It's a lot of stress.
They're waiting for anything. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. And even I owned a house really early, and then I didn't sell that house, actually. I got someone else to sell it because I bought on a main road. And then my first 2 years, I had a fair few main road properties starting out, and some of them took 6 and 8 months to sell.
And you're like, I'm going to learn
and
something.
And I'm like, can I swear? Because I'm holy like I bought a main road property. This was before I'm in real estate. What did I do? This thing isn't going to sell. I actually got
that's never
I'm like, oh my God, if it's taking me 6 to 8 months in Stafford, like I've got this main road house that I need to sell. I was like, what did I do? And I didn't know. Again, it's young. There's main road houses. They're for the right people. It's usually price sensitive, but there's nothing wrong with them. It still went up in value. But I sold because I got a letterbox drop because some lady had sold a house on the same main road. And I was like, hallelujah, there's a lady that can sell main road houses in my suburb.
She's the specialist.
I seriously got the drop, called her. She picked up. I remember I could hear it at the checkout. Like I can hear the beep, beep. I'm like, hey, I'm in real estate, but can you sell my house? She sold it so quickly, like second Saturday. I think you got like $1,000 over the list price at the time. Then it fell over, and then she put it back under contract straight away for another $500 more, and that was like, that's it.
I'm sorry to dig up all those old memories, mate.
So much PTSD.
How would you describe your negotiation style?
Very to the point. Just upfront. I'm to the point. Yeah, if someone's going to waste my time, I'll just tell them. And they will either love it or hate it. Because sometimes they can just call you out and just see how your response is.
As in, if a buyer, is talking to them and they're...
Friends tell me all the time. It's like I lowballed them and the agent just was really good about it. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe you can bend this into a really good buy. So I'll just be upfront. Like, I'll just tell them. Bit sales in the area, and then you're like, hey, where are you getting that from? But I'm probably pretty blunt.
Yeah, I get that. It's direct. It's a good
direct.
thing.
Direct. Yeah. Maybe direct's the nice word. But people that... Obviously, real estate agents aren't the most favoured people in the world. So if you've gone through, you see it, your clients, maybe they come to you because they've missed 6 in a row. If you get someone and it's the 7th one they've gone into multis at and they are just way off, there's a level where I'm like, hey, Chayse, like I'm just going to be upfront with you. I've got 4 offers on this. You told me you've missed 6 others. You're not in our range. Look at our IM. There's our range. I can't tell you what the others are, but you're off. Oh, thanks, Dean. It's just out of our price point. We love it, but appreciate you not dragging me through the mud till Wednesday.
For sure.
Or just telling me, because some people will just offer and not get a call or a text, some notification that they didn't get it. It's pretty, like they're in their trenches as well.
Definitely.
Like
it's heartbreaking for them because Again, framed in the right way, what you're doing is educating them. You're helping them.
And then some of them, framed in the right way. Look, Chayse, that's great. I know it's your first offer, but you're off. I think your offer at this price is going to probably do more detriment to me delivering it to the seller than good. You seem like you really like it, and you've talked to me, and I've shown you other houses. You said you got more money. I don't think... I get it. No one wants to come in at their top dollar, and everyone, wants a deal. But coming in there is going to be detrimental. Why don't you come in? Can we have 40,000 more? Let's just start there. I think it'll be a much smoother process because sellers can get thrown way off.
For sure.
Oh, Dean, don't present that to me. Like, this is not a deal. They're not our buyer. I'm like, it's a process.
Definitely.
Let's just close the gap. Let's see where they go. Not all of them are wins, but let's see. I've seen stuff where we've closed stuff $300,000 in like 24 hours. And even me, I'm like, this is not happening. And then by the end of the night, I'm like, didn't wake up thinking I was selling that today. Lucky I didn't, it's just a really, I say I'm upfront or blunt, but there is a really fine line on, I suppose, what the property is, where they offer, who they are as a person. If they've been through it a million times and I'm like, this is their game. Let's just play the game with them. Like, every personality is different. Sometimes they're just crazy green. Dean, we haven't bought in 26 years.
Yeah.
Like our first house was 120,000 in Stafford, and now we're offering it on a 1.8 because we don't want to renovate that and do that. And they'll be like, we haven't done this in 26 years. Just can we have? And they'll gently can we have some direction? And I'll be like, yeah, okay, right. Your job, exactly. Like you're educating it.
Hey,
you get the same thing. Like a buyer would be like, hey, let's offer this, Chayse. And you're like, oh, mate,
guys, if we do that, there is not going to be another conversation.
Right? Yeah. So, I think it can really, you got to read the person. And that's back to my, what have you learned in that since I started? But reading the person and the personality is insanely important. It's crazy.
Well, I can certainly attest to the fact that, there'd be, 1,500 agents in the greater Brisbane area. There are a lot of them that employ the strategy of the less said, the better. And, buyers are left in the cold. Yeah. It's a terrible experience because they don't get any sort of feedback. They don't actually learn anything out of it. They just feel like they've been fucked around.
Yeah. Right? To put it lightly.
Whereas yourself, even if people are like, geez, he fucking says what he thinks.
Yeah.
Hey, it is all meant
but it's
to
great.
frame you either learning something, buying a property, and always with your vendor's best interest at heart. Like, you're trying to get them the best result.
You might see them again as well.
For sure.
Like, there's a lot of them where I'm like, it's all right. Like, they're not my buyer. I'll be clear now. I'll probably see them next week. Yep. I might see them in 2 weeks. Even in my head, I'll know, look, they're in an education process. Like, it's not them. It's just where they are at the moment. Sure. I'm sure I'll see them and there might be another 100, 200, 300 in them. It might take 2 weeks. I might see them in 8 months. But you just don't know if you'll run into them again.
How does
Some people won't love it either. Some people, I'm like, look, I'm not going to be rude, but I'll just be real straight. Some people hate it. And then some people will love it. Oh, Dan, I remember when you sold, I went to an appraisal the other day. They missed a house with me, I don't know, 6 years ago. And I was like, I remember you, but I don't know where you were from. And they're like, oh yeah, we offered on that. We were your underbidder. But you're really clean. We didn't get it. They weren't pissed, but you're really clear with us.
Yeah.
So we got you back in. Maybe they love my style. So I haven't got the listing yet, but maybe they like that they didn't get the runaround and they were clear, and maybe they're happy for me to do that with their property.
No, you don't have the
Can't win them all, right? Yeah. But that's,
You don't have the listing yet, but they'll listen to this and you'll get it off the back of that.
Hopefully we'll put a sponsored ad near the house.
You once told me that you eat stress for breakfast. What did you mean by that?
It is stressful. It rolls off me now. I used to get really, there's still listings you don't get, and you're like, but everyone, you go to these speaking conferences, you can only dwell on it for just the smallest inch of time and just let it roll off you. Now I just stop worrying about it.
I had an agent tell me once that they call it a 5-minute funeral. He just has a little 5-minute funeral for it, being just like a 5-second
funeral. I'll swear out loud multiple times.
Everyone in the office is covering their earbuds, being like, oh my God.
I can't believe they did that to me. Yeah, God damn it, they're the worst person in the world. And a minute later, I'm like, okay. But it's really important. Again, I don't know who said it, but it's have heaps of balls in the air.
Nice.
Like, one drops and you got 10 others. You're like, that's all right.
It's momentum, right? Just keep going, keep follow the process.
Yeah. You miss one or something falls over. It's like you just keep going. So, I just don't. Yeah, the owners are stressed enough.
For sure. You got to be there. You got to be their sort of shield to a lot of that.
Yeah, some of them are a bit harder than others. You ride it a little bit more with them, but it's fine. Just let it go. It's fine. There's so many other things to worry about that are way more important than
real estate.
Yeah. There is. And you see that over time where people get themselves into positions and you're like, oh, what's going on is actually not that bad. There's way worse stuff. It's not the end of the world.
That's deep.
It is, isn't it?
Mate, you have a very different perspective on off-market sales and off-market marketing even, if that is a thing.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit more about that. And that's definitely something that I've seen you evolve and change with over the last 12 months,
Yeah,
I'd say.
So there's a really good argument that people say, list it, put it out there to everybody, you'll get a better price. I do agree with that, but it just depends on... I never walk into something going, hey, we're going to sell this off market. This is our strategy. That's it. Dead end. That's the only way. But I think there is a pro. Again, I suppose you got to rewind to see what the person's like, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. If someone's, we're putting this on the market, I'll still have a little jab. But then if that's it, I'm not going to just spill the only agenda that I think is for it, let's just go this way. But I think I've had some phenomenal results off market that I think I wouldn't have got on market. So
is it a case of just, who are the best buyers at that price point for that product, and you just know how to get that in front of them? Yeah, people hate it as well.
I think, there's a lot of amazing agents, but there's a lot of agents that might just rely on getting your $3-4 grand ad, putting on realestate.com.
And it does the lifting for them.
Yeah, and that's where I think a lot of society or the people are like, real estate agents get paid too much. What do? They'll call a photographer, upload it turn up on Saturday. It
Hand
doesn't
out the
sell for you.
brochures.
There is a million examples where that is true. And there's another million examples where that's just not true. So I like to show value early. We get paid heaps. These are huge commissions. So I want to show that I'll work for you straight away.
Yeah, before we've even paid a marketing check, we're going to go.
Yeah. Some people don't even know what off market is. It's just like, oh, well, and then there's heaps of people that are like, I don't want a neighbour to see it, or I don't want my ex-husband or my ex-wife to see it online. There can be actually a million reasons where people will love
the quiet listing,
the discreetness. Like, I don't know, like probably half the agents in Brisbane don't have kids. Like, get 3 kids, go buy a house, then sell it. Prepare your house every Saturday and every other weekday and every phone call and every Chayse wants a second inspection on a Thursday morning after school drop off. Like, there's a whole reality of like, it can be really painful.
Definitely.
And so if it's like Chayse, you've got 4 kids, why don't we try this off market I'll have a deadline too. A lot of people only see, another off-market sale, this or that. I won't just run it. We're not doing 8 weeks of off-market. It's like, give me 7 days on this one. I'm pretty sure I've got a handful of people. Or that one's a bit more difficult. I might need 3 weeks. After that, we're listing it. There's always another plan. It's not like, let's just go till Christmas time and see if I can sell it off-market.
It's just a part of a bigger strategy.
It's a part of a bigger strategy. I actually think it would be great for young agents. So I did it I've been doing it for a really long time. Where it was to help me actually secure the listing. Like, let me show you value. Let me start working for you at whatever % the commission is and start showing it and actually be like, oh, wow, this guy's got a bit of, like, go ahead. He's ringing me, and you know how many people say they got off-market buyers, and I get calls from a second agent in, or I sign with someone because they said they could do it and they didn't. Like, it's also just a bullshit hot air thing where if you actually do it, man, I've had people where they're like, oh my God, I didn't actually think you'd bring an offer. I thought you just said that. Like, that has happened. There's a point where I actually got to tell them, there's a really good
chance that we're going to sell this.
Like, I just want you, I'll start conditioning because I'll bring them an offer and they'll think it was like hot air because they've had a heap of, everyone does it, cold calls. Oh, would you sell, Chayse, if I can get you 1.7 million today because I've got Jimmy who's looking in the area, and I'm like,
all of a sudden you've got,
and then I'm like, hey, it just, so there's actually a level of like, hey, I'll know now, and someone will ring me. I have people that ring me like, I just want you to sell it off market, and I'll say, look, this is actually, I'm just going to tell you now, I don't think I can do it. Like, it's a hard one for whatever reason, and I'll tell them. I'm like, I know you see all the sold results. It's just not as easy as it sounds, but some of them I'm like, I've got so many people for this.
Nice one.
But it's also, we stay in touch with our buyers. So I'm kind of stealing a little bit of your role where we've always kind of been taught to, and we could still be way better because it gets busy and you forget about people, but actually servicing.
Helping marrying buyers up to.
Yeah, if I have 40 people through a house in whatever street in Stafford and I've got a really similar, they're all very similar, but you got something similar and me and you have spoken in Feb and you're like, Dino, I'll sell by August. And I've got it in my diary, call Chayse in August, but I sell one around the corner wildly quick and you're like the same thing, as if I'm not saying, Chayse, you know how you were selling in August? I've just sold this. Like, I've got 7 backups and I've got like 38 other people that I'll probably just get to walk through. Do you want to give it a go?
And that's the way it works, right?
Then you'll say to me, but how do you know you get the right price? And I'll say, let's just forget that. Let's just run with the first process. Are you open to it? Yeah, sure. Okay. Then if I get an offer, we'll see. Then if it negotiates, then look at the terms, the settlement. Do we think we can match that or get more money? And I'll just tell them. I will blatantly tell them, I think you're underselling this. There's probably 20 grand in it. There's probably 50 in it. What do you want?
We need to get more eyeballs on it. Let's get the photos done.
The other day, I did a unit. I said to him, look, 690 is really good. He was going away on holidays. It was a 30-day settlement. It's a unit in Enoggera. It was sold real quick.
And that's
and I said to him, he'd already paid the advertising. We had it staged. And I'm like, and then I'm starting to feel bad because I'm spending some money at this point. And look, there might be 10 in it. We sold the one next door, which was bigger a couple of months ago. So I'm pretty accurate on where that sits. I'm like, the market is definitely moving. You're on the smaller side. You've got a bit of main road noise. I don't mind here. We're ready to go. I had the photos. I just had to click it the next morning. It's your call. He's like, it's unconditional in 5 days.
Let's
the
do
money's
it.
here in 30.
I want to go.
We're going to Italy then. Like I'll run, and I'm like, and a personality. He's a bird in the hand guy. Sure, Dean, there might be whatever in it, but you give me that money back, and I get the money in 30, and I don't have the stress. And my wife stops asking me, and you're more than what I thought anyway. Again, it's a personality thing. So some people like to draw every last dollar out. He's a super nice guy, win-win. He's like, I want to give it to the guy. If he gets to that price, tell him it's done.
You can go and enjoy some vinos over in Italy.
Mate, we were ready to go. We had it staged. Like I put new carpet in it. It was there. I told him the truth, and I said, like, we can. I don't mind at all what you want to do here. It's your call.
Nice.
I will very much often, let the owner make the call. I'll just give him what I think. I'm in it every day. They make the call.
Nice.
It is insanely rare that I say, I think you're making a mistake. Like, yeah, I don't push too hard.
In terms of, other than following you on Instagram, how do buyers best work with you and sort of uncovering opportunities away from the market?
People often get it. They'll just reach out because they've seen it, or a friend has shown them, or something pops up. Because we still put our results in. We publish our results, so it'll be like, oh, I didn't see that. We get asked all the time. So people do think they can get stuff cheaper off market. There's definitely
There's a perception of that.
Yeah, but same perception is if you go to a public trustee auction. It's like a reverse perception. Everyone you speak to, you think a public trustee auction everything, usually a deceased estate, always going to get a result on the day.
But you get 30 people.
And honestly, they're some of the biggest auctions I've ever seen. Yeah. They've reverse engineered to it would be like having a $1 reserve. I'd love to do a $1 reserve because it's like everyone thinks, oh my God, I'm in it. I can get this. But you see it on the news and it's like 500 registered bidders.
Exactly.
And it drums its own, it has its own beat where it just goes forward.
And similar with off market, like you're saying, the results that are happening away from the market, by no means. No, you're not stealing properties off market. What you're doing is getting access to a property that's really suitable, that is away from the competition. And yes, you're able to secure it, but you're not securing it
it is away from the competition, but we still cross that bridge, and it's like, is it better to put this on?
It's a bird in the hand for the buyer.
It's a personality thing too. Like the whole thing, it can be super stressful. So there's so many reasons why someone might do that.
Nice.
And there's a million I'll still do 70 houses on market.
Yeah.
I probably had 45 of them off, or I couldn't do it, and we had that next, because you don't run it forever. So it's really important to have a set timeline for me, the people coming in, because sometimes the people coming in off market aren't urgent because they know it's not on. So it's really important to say, hey, just so you're aware, we're getting photos next Friday. It'll be on the following Monday. You've only got a week or 3 days. Or sometimes people so this unit, that buyer came when I was getting photos. So I'll often show it when I'm getting photos, and it might be that pre-release, I don't know. And they'll ask you, is the owner still willing to do this before it goes on? And if you say yes, and they are, that can ratchet the urgency up.
Definitely.
Like you've got no idea. Nice. It would be same as ratcheting the urgency up if you got multiple offers or an auction. They know they've got a ticking clock, works in reverse. Wow, Dean's listing this tomorrow at 1, and they've seen it yesterday. We've got, and if they're on, it's a really quick way of getting answers, really quick.
And it's best foot forward.
If it's a no, it's great pre-market feedback. Have I missed something? Have I not, is there something else we should have done? Oh, shit. They gave me feedback and I did not think that was going to be on my radar. We need to just hold up and can we fix that?
Nice.
Soft launch, right?
I like that. And hey,
no momentum lost.
We play a big part in helping you out with some of those things. If nothing else, it's good feedback.
Yeah.
Mate, I'm going to ask you a question, being a bit of a Northside expert yourself. You reside there. If I've got, say, 1.5 to 2.5 million on the north side of Brisbane, where's going to be the best place to buy, and what does that house look like? And you can be as biased as you want here.
Can I say Everton Park? 1.5 to 2.5. The biggest piece of land you can get.
Yeah.
I just think land is so important. Land appreciates.
Because you're building soon, aren't you?
Yeah. But just big land, whatever you can afford. Nice streets, same rules you guys have. Got to just stay away, again, main roads. I'm kind of shitting on them a bit, but I did own one, so I've done my stint.
It's good advice.
If you can, you want stuff that's just going to grow better, faster, quicker than the rest of the market. Sometimes people don't even care about that growth. It's like kind of inbuilt in Australians that property just goes up. Maybe you just want a nice street with nice neighbours and people that keep their lawns nice. Like, honestly, I couldn't live next to someone that has a really long lawn on their footpath. It'd fucking drive me insane.
That's a good consideration.
Seriously,
Hey, when you're picking the neighbourhood, drive your street.
I used to live at Hendra. There's such beautiful flat streets. They had Poncianas. It looked, in the summer, it just looked so nice. Like, I think gardens are underrated. I think tree-lined streets are insanely underrated. Like, nice landscaping can make a house.
So drive the street, check out what the neighbours are doing.
Yeah.
Are the lawns mowed?
Yeah. People have really bad, like, obviously I'm in Stafford and Stafford Heights, but people, and it's everywhere, it's not just there, but people have really bad preconceived ideas on housing commission. You know, there's probably, yes, there's some average ones, but, you know, there's probably a very, very high % of a little old man or a little old lady in them, and they keep their yards immaculate. They keep the house washed. You never hear boo. Like, it's just some, shouldn't judge every house, I suppose, or the owner in them. But yeah, drive the street.
But definitely judge their lawn, though.
But definitely judge. Man, there's a lot to be said for a lawn. There's so much. Yeah.
What's the most common mistake that you see buyers make, and how can they avoid them?
This is a tough one. Because there's a lot of agents out there that kind of make their own bed. But I actually think it's the relationships with the agents. I don't know why some people are super, super rude to us, like crazy rude, because they may have had an old bad experience, or they just hate you, or they think we just put a sign and some pictures up and put it online. I just don't know why you wouldn't befriend an agent. I would help someone out so much if they were nice to me and I felt like just normal human etiquette. I'd be like, oh, they're so nice. I really want to find them a house. They've been so nice to me. I've got to find them an off market, or like I've got to try and help them get in. And
as opposed to the bloke that comes in abrasive as,
oh dude, I got a call this morning, so abrasive, an older gentleman, and he's walked past a sign, and we've put this villa under contract in Aspley, and I know not everyone knows it, but we don't put under unconditional or sold on something till it gets finance and building. And I was like, hey, you know, he happened to be in the system, and his name's John. I was like, John, it's done on Monday. Like, I'll picture screen your number. I'll let you know. Why didn't you put a sold sticker up? And I don't bite back. I'm like, because he might not know. And
I don't have enough stickers to keep.
No. But I was like, hey, you know, there's a process. I got to keep opening it for the owner. It's really important. John, it is looking super positive, but I'll know on Monday. Oh, you should have put it under contract. Well, let me just explain. And I'm trying to just give him a marginal bit of education, but just the rudest man in the world. It's like, fuck.
Tough gig.
It's not tough. There's worse people out there, but it's just super frustrating. It's like, my best piece of advice, I don't know, befriend an agent.
Be nice.
You're about to drop 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Like, why would you not? Like, seriously, the person that has some control and insight into like a lifetime of money, just be nice, but be their friend. Seriously, just compliment an agent while you're negotiating. Like, seriously, it's like the greatest thing ever. Like, seriously, and you're just like, it just changes the demeanor. It's everything. Like, yeah, it's just not necessary.
Negotiating 101, compliment the agent.
But that comes back to communication.
Doesn't it just?
Like, it's just such an underrated skill. And sometimes you don't learn that I'm still learning it, but it's just so important.
And buyers, mate. You know, for the buyer that does it once every 25 years, you know.
Mate, even for them, they'd be like, oh, that was such a nice agent. Like, and I know people are like, oh, it doesn't matter who you list with. But the buyers will come, but that is actually really, really not true, because there is people where I'd be like, I'm not even going to call them. My wife sends me stuff. I'm like, no, I wouldn't do it out of spite.
I know buyers like that too. They're like, hey, we aren't going to buy from X,
Don't get me wrong, there's still a whole heap of buyers. They're like, I don't care if the devil's there with a pitchfork. I'll ring and I'm going to buy it.
And we'll give them a compliment.
Yeah. But there is also like absolutely the opposite as well. There's people for both sides on everything.
Nice one. All right, last one. How the Broncos going to go in 2025?
Oh, my God. I think my friends in my group chat said they're paying $21 at the moment for the grand final.
Don't waste
we
your
often
money.
go. I've seen them lose in 2 grand finals. I've flown down. So I think they can come good. It's all right.
I love that.
They got a good team.
Some blind faith from my friend Dean. Thank you.
They can come good.
Thank you so much for your time, mate. That is Dean. I'm Chayse. Cue the song.